sit here in front. I don't like people to sit at the back. We are going to be more informal. This class is not going to be so formal. Informal class is not good. Alright? Okay. Now, what we are going to do today is that it is 2.5 hours. We are not going to take 3 hours this time. Right? We are going to look at two things today. Okay? We are going to look at what is research. When people say research, what do they mean by research? Okay? First thing. Sit in front, not sitting in the back.
Yeah, taking the
Alright.
chair.
Now, that's the thing. And then we are going to look at what are the characteristics of good research. Alright? Then we are going to look at when people say quantitative research, what do they mean? Not sitting in the back, come to the front. Okay, what do they mean by quantitative research? What do they mean by qualitative research? When you go to school, right, you are going to meet a lot of situations, understandable. Okay? Many things that you see in school, sometimes it confuses you, understand? Okay? It confuses you. Yesterday, when I was watching this news, they showed a picture of all these new standard 1 kids just come to school, understand or not? And you can see them, their face, some are excited about school, some are scared about school. You too, many years ago, have gone through the same experience. And if you look at kids before they go to school, okay, they are very, very curious kids. This is before they go to school, understand? So you can see them playing things. They are learning a lot of things, although not formal schooling things. When they play, they learn a lot of things about the world. This is not only happen with human beings. If you look at National Geographic and all those kind of documentary, you can see that baby elephant or baby tiger or whatever, they like to play. Play is part of learning. And if you notice kids when they grow up, okay, they don't need time, this period, that period, change this period, that period, understand? On their own, they will learn. But when they go to school, right, instead of encouraging this curiosity, memupuk keinginan dia untuk tahu tentang perkara-perkara ini, instead of encouraging this, we teachers tend to constrain them. Tell them, you cannot do this thing. You cannot do that thing. So many things you cannot do. So when they go to school, what they learn is that, unfortunately, after so many years of schooling, they learn not to ask questions. You are the product of the schooling here. Look at you. Understand or not? You are that product. Understand or not? You learn to behave in a certain way. You learn not to be curious. You learn to accept things. What people tell you, you just, okay. You don't learn to ask, why is this? Why is that? Why this thing happen? Huh? Why must I learn this? Why must I learn that? How can I learn this thing make me to be a good teacher? How can I learn this thing make me to be a good person? You seldom question these things. It is a pity, understand or not? That what happened to you is a pity. Sometimes because students I feel sad. They seem to have lost their energy. Understand? Energy. They seem to have lost their energy. Not a good situation. When you don't ask, when you learn to accept all things. What we are going to learn in this course is a lot. It has to do with curiosity. A lot it has to do with want to know why certain things happen. A good teacher, alright, a good teacher will, I've said this many times before, when you go to school next time, you will notice that you are going to make a lot of decisions in the classroom, outside the classroom, in the classroom. Of course, in your life every day, you also make decisions. Huh? You make decision whether to stay one extra week in Sarawak. Understand? Huh? That's the decision you make. Understand? Huh? Do you follow? You make decision what to do last weekend. What show to watch. Fine, you make those decisions because those decisions that you make do not affect other people. But when you become teachers, the decision you make affect students. It affects students. Right? So if you suddenly wake up one day in the morning and you say, oh, I want to go to Sungai Bernam and mandi. That's fine, you go to Bernam. You sorang-sorang ke jalan mandi. No effect on people. Understand or not? But when you go to class, you must remember, every decision that you make will affect your student. What to teach, how to teach, which student to ask, how to arrange the class, what examples to use, what strategy to use, okay? How many homework you want to give, whether you want to teach in the exciting way or whether you want to teach in a boring way, that's your decision. Whether you want to go to a 5-minute class late, 10 minutes late or what, that's your decision. All these decisions that you make are going to affect your student. The point that I want to say